During the first phase of civilization, man fulfilled his daily needs by engaging in trade via the barter system, a system that typically treated everyday goods and services as the currency for exchange. He then began to use high-value items such as gems, pearls, and gold as a medium of exchange. However, though negotiable, the barter system did not go on to be used for much longer, as it was deemed impractical and difficult due to its obvious limitations. As a result of the progress of man, sovereign countries and governments were formed, and eventually the prehistoric currency underwent rapid development. The world subsequently moved into paper money and coins for trading purposes. Man got accustomed to using this new and evolving currency system for trading and began to gather wealth for future use. He did so by placing his hard-earned cash in so-called safekeeping spots, such as troves under the mattresses and inside almirahs, amongst other places. But none of these primitive methods proved successful in keeping money away from burglars and natural disasters. As a solution for this growing issue, the banking system emerged later on. Transacting money via this new and sophisticated system, along with the usage of money orders through post offices, proved to be popular during this era. Man gradually began to get accustomed to placing his secured wealth in the banking system for the benefits it offered. However, he was then confronted with a new challenge, the difficult, often tiresome and time-consuming task of having to visit his own bank during a limited time of the day to gain access to his own money. As the banking system got popular, it reached a milestone in the area of currency exchange with the introduction of checks. With the rapid development of the commercial sector, the usage of checks became widespread as a tool to acquire debt. It also grew to be a highly used avenue for trading purposes. However, the use of checks in its original form proved to be a cumbersome task of exchanging money between banks, as a person had to wait for nearly a week to receive funds. To overcome these inefficiencies, Sri Lanka saw the establishment of LankaClear in 2002. Under the guidance of the central bank, the entity essentially automated the otherwise time-consuming check clearing process. The introduction of the automated check clearing process, named Check Imaging and Truncation System, allowed Sri Lanka to become the first nation in South Asia and the second in the world to introduce such a facility. The hassle of having to wait almost a week for a check to clear was no more. Instead, customers were able to receive funds the next business day. Thus, LankaClear commenced its operations by fulfilling a national need at the time and subsequently progressed to popularize other electronic payment modes in Sri Lanka. In an effort to facilitate cash withdrawals 24 hours of the day, banks introduced ATMs, signifying another important milestone in banking history. However, in the initial days, a customer had to visit his own bank's ATM for this purpose, as using another bank's ATM was a costly affair. The reason being ATMs among banks at the time were connected by foreign networks who charged exorbitant fees. To save valuable foreign exchange and to reduce the ATM usage fee for customers, LankaPay Common ATM Switch was introduced in 2013. The facility enabled customers to withdraw cash and check account balances through the ATM of any bank for a nominal fee. To provide further convenience to banking population, LankaClear introduced Sri Lanka Interbank Payment System, SLIPS, which enabled same-day fund transfers among banks. With this initiative, LankaClear became instrumental in achieving another key milestone in the local banking history by facilitating interbank bulk payments, such as salaries, to be transacted within the same day. Addressing another long-felt need, LankaClear took the next step forward by introducing Common Electronic Fund Transfer Switch, CEFS, in 2015. Which enabled immediate fund transfers among banks. Through this service, a customer of one bank is now able to transfer money to a customer of another bank within a fraction of a second. As the next phase of their journey, LankaClear will be introducing a national card scheme under the brand name LankaPay to reduce the prevailing high transaction costs to banks. The move is essentially to promote and increase the usage of debit cards on POS terminals across all banks and merchants, which is currently at an unacceptably low level. With all these innovations in place, the company is geared to facilitate cashless transactions across the country via smart mobile phones and devices, internet, payment kiosks, touch cards, and wherever the technology is going to take the world in the future. LankaClear understands the pulse of the people and is on a national mission to provide seamless access to financial services across the country by deploying superior technology. Its effort is to wholeheartedly support the nation's journey towards development by facilitating secure electronic transactions at affordable costs, eventually creating a pathway towards a cashless society. LankaPay, your trusted payment network.